Hello, this is Anna Imagination. This is a breakthrough I have been looking for way too long. It's been routing around in the back of my head for about a year now, and I'm like, what is this? And I was just talking to somebody about human circuitry and gifting, and it finally just clicked. And this one big shiny bauble that's sitting in the middle of human connection, that's what I've been looking for. We have forgotten the peace offering. The peace offering is something that is 100% absent from our society, and it had a massive psychological purpose. Today, we have completely removed peace offerings from our culture, and we have forgotten what they do, why they existed, and what they accomplished. Instead, remnants of the peace offering still remain. One peace offering that we see that's still around is a man buying flowers and candy for a first date. That's a peace offering. Another one is when billionaires say, gift first. You have to gift without an agenda. I don't know why, but it'll come back to you. Once upon a time, there were two kingdoms, and the kingdoms could be at war. Both realms had conflicts. There was tension high. They were both unknowns. And if a communication was not transferred between the two of them soon, war could very well break out. War was devastating for kingdoms. It was not good for an economy, not back then. There was no global economy back then. What they had was a closed network and a closed network. So for war to break out with two closed networks, there was no benefits for war. It was devastating. So to ensure that war was not going to be a problem, they didn't just marry off princesses to kings. What they did was they began negotiations. But when threats are high, it is a very, very sensitive subject. One wrong move, one cultural miscommunication, and you could be in war. So it is imperative that when you first open communications, the one king, the visiting king, always approached with a peace offering. The peace offering accomplished one thing. It took the equal footing, and when the peace offering was made, it deliberately elevated, gifting the upper hand to the other king. It wasn't the peace offering that was the gift. It was truly the peace offering that actually boosted the upper hand. When you gift the upper hand to a possible opponent, the tension is immediately dismissed and broken down. The king that has been boosted is immediately so confident, feels so ego-stroked that he decides to descend and return equal footing, which in turn makes this king feel like he's also being valued. That is when communications and negotiations for peace can then begin. Today, when you have two people who come together who are strangers, a peace offering, a gift of gratitude or information being offered first in kind, comes across communicating two very clear messages. I come in peace. I mean no harm. This is a big deal. Today, not really much can happen. You'll end up with a bickering argument. But when we are now in a position where you're wanting to start opening communications, building your own network, starting your own business, jumping into sales without a peace offering, it's going to increase this difficulty 20-fold. And billionaires have found the loophole without understanding the theory, which is make a gift. Give them something. Walk in with a free gift. not realizing that what they are really doing is offering that peace offering to extend the upper hand. Now, the peace offering did something else. It's called instigating reciprocity. So when somebody would present their peace offering, reciprocity always mirrored back. It immediately alleviated tension, and almost immediately it was followed up with, come, friend, break bread and raise drink with me. Big fucking deal. When you look at things like petty kingdoms, city-states, this can go a long way to ease tensions, diffuse conflict, and now the bridge of peace is possible. A peace offering. It has literally been almost completely now removed from our culture. Put it back and see what happens. I'm going to say again, billionaires have figured this out. So when billionaires approach something, it's with the idea of, without an agenda, make sure you gift first. And the formula is always gift first. But they don't really understand why. It's a secret of billionaires. Make sure you gift, be generous. They couldn't explain why, though. It's just a law of the land that they all passed around. And it's one that they kept cycling through and through. It was extraordinary to see it when I entered the billionaire community. The other side of this is how dirty sales utilizes the peace offering, but they miss the point. They have no idea what they're doing. And this is where you hear swag. They think, okay, something about gratitude always, benefits, and throw in a sweeten the pot, but they're missing the point. The point was not the actual gift, but it was literally giving them the upper hand. You are gifting them the upper hand, and in so doing, you are extending a connection. It was a powerful political move, one that, I will say again, is completely gone and missing from our society. We see it when we visit a house. We go to a guest's house. We are the visiting guest in a house. And are you showing up empty-handed? Are you showing up with wine? You are really bringing a peace offering for the host, but it's not registering. It's an old tradition that is still present, but the meaning and the theory behind it is completely lost, which is why when someone shows up to a party over and over again without that peace offering, the host starts to feel threatened, because by inviting you into their home, they are already at the disadvantage. They have a stranger in their home. They have an invasion, a foreign body in their territory. So as soon as a visitor comes into the territory, the host is at a disadvantage. But the peace offering boosts them up to put them at the upper hand and the advantage, putting that equal playing ground. It is an extraordinary tool, very powerful, one that we really have to start mindfully putting back in our culture for this purpose, that it is a peace offering. Use the words. I have brought you a peace offering. Use it when you go to somebody's house. Use it when you visit with someone. Use it on a date. Bring a peace offering. It is highly powerful, and that reciprocity is vital. Just like in the days of old with kings, if you showed up without a gift, that said everything that they needed to hear about you. And if in turn the first king, the hosting king, then went to another visiting land and he did not also bring a peace offering, that told the first king exactly what kind of a person he's dealing with. It is vital to bring that peace offering. It's absolutely important. Thank you so much, and may the kindest of words always find you.